Today's radio contact with the ISS, with the International Space Station. Today's contact with the International Space Station will be between astronaut Victor Glover and the pupils of a school in Australia. Well, the school is in Western Australia here, in the Southern Hemisphere, but the actual radio station which will support this radio contact is located in Belgium, 16,600 kilometers away, which is far greater distance than the International Space Station actually is. The space station orbit is 400 kilometers, so it's a lot closer than this students in Australia. But anyway, here the radio station is located with a radio and antennas, and will support the reception of the transmission, and the communication with the Australian school is made via the internet. Well, I'm here, so very soon the space station will enter coverage of the Belgium ground station, and the interview will begin. And until the space station will enter my coverage, which is here, perhaps we will miss 4 or 5 questions and answers, but hopefully we'll get the rest of the transmission. I've got a list of the students' questions which are going to be asked, and we are not able to hear the students' questions, only the astronauts' answers. So in a couple of seconds the space station will enter the Belgium coverage, and we will wait another 4 or 5 minutes until the space station enters our coverage. Perhaps the first question to be asked is this one.
Over. Aaron, great question. In my opinion, the most difficult thing about being in space is being away from Earth and your loved ones, your family. I miss my wife and my daughter. Phenomenon, and you can see the entire things because we're up so high. Great question. Over. Ivy, we do have a research project that grows plants in space, and we have very special hardware that has the seeds and little pillows. We have special bags of water that enable us to keep the plants hydrated and healthy, and then we have a special enclosure that has LEDs, light-emitting diodes, that provide different colors of light to help those plants grow. But it really takes a lot of special hardware that people on the ground make and send up to us. So the ability to grow things in space definitely needs to be developed so that we can do it autonomously. Over. Our daily routine involves exercising and eating lunch, and other than those two things, we work very hard at doing research and keeping the space station working, so doing maintenance, as well as doing outreach events and getting to talk to great students like you all. Over. Alberto, we have a training program on the ground that we do, and if you complete that program, then you're qualified to go out on a spacewalk. And as you get more experience in space, you might be able to even go out and lead a spacewalk. But they choose it based on completing the training successfully and getting experience. Over. I do not believe we have any. Actually, we do. We have, I think they're called C. elegans worms. They're a specimen that we're analyzing to see how their muscles are affected by being in space. And they actually have a really neat enclosure that they move around in, and we measure how much their movement deflects these structures that they are living in. That we can watch that under a microscope. I believe that is the only organism that we have on board right now. Over. Charlotte, that is such a beautiful question. It absolutely does. Looking out at space and seeing the Earth hanging out there in the blackness amongst all the stars, it just makes me realize how special Earth really is and how special life on Earth really is. Of all of the amazing things that I have seen while I'm up here, the most amazing is our home planet Earth. Over. Oh, great question, and thank you for your service teaching these kids and inspiring them and helping them to connect with us. Actually, this is one of the favorite things I get to do in space, because we get to hear the excitement of our youth, and we also get to share what we're doing with them, which is very important to me. I think that our kids' interest in what we're doing up here is great motivation for us to work hard and do our jobs to the best of our ability. And so thank you all for your time and your enthusiasm. Over. Oh, I love this question. I say these three things all the time. Be resilient. Don't stop in the face of challenges. And number two, be a lifelong learner, learning inside and outside of the classroom. And the last thing, number three, is to be a good teammate. Be resilient, be a lifelong learner, and be a good teammate, and you'll achieve success no matter what your dreams are. And also, always listen to Mrs. B. Listen to your teachers. Thank you all. It has been great to chat with you all this morning. I hope you have a great rest of your day and rest of your week, and thank you for following along with our mission. Copy, Oscar Romeo 4 ISS. It's great talking to you all. Thank you for the help with that event today. That was great.